Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be explaining how to regain your confidence. Now notice how I say regain your confidence and not become confident. The reason for this is because we are actually all born confident and then it simply gets conditioned out of us. Our natural state is confidence, and then we are given reasons not to be confident. We're given reasons not to trust in ourselves. Now, the word confident actually comes from the Latin word fidere, which means to trust in oneself. So the question is, what would cause us to lose trust in ourselves? When we're born trusting in ourselves, and then we are taught to trust in other people and what other people want and think instead of ourselves. Now, you might be wondering, what does confidence have to do with being my true self, and what does it have to do with manifestation? And the truth is, confidence has everything to do with manifestation and being your true self. Now, if you are a follower of my channel, you know that I talk about how in order to manifest what is meant for us, we have to be our true self, because we have a very specific destiny. And that destiny is designed for you. So the only way to reach that destiny and be in alignment with that destiny is if you are being your true self. Now, so being your true self is how you can manifest what is truly meant for you. Now, how does confidence fit in with being your true self? Unless you are trusting in yourself, being confident, you are going to be caring what other people think and moulding yourself to what other people think and want, and therefore you will not be being your true self. So becoming confident and regaining that trust in yourself affects your entire life. It affects you being your true self, and therefore whether or not you are able to manifest what is truly meant for you. Now, the trick to regaining our confidence is less about doing something specific. It is less about applying something specific to yourself and to your mindset. And it is more about becoming aware of what has been applied to you and removing that. And what I'm talking about is the conditioning that has been applied to you from the moment you are born that has caused you to learn not to trust yourself. The reason people lose confidence is because we are taught from a young age to trust in what other people want and what other people think rather than in ourselves. And we are taught that if we are doing something or being something that others do not like or agree with, that we are then bad and we should not be doing that, and we will not get what we want and need if we do, because people will not be happy with us, and therefore we lose trust in ourselves. We learn to trust what other people want and need because we are taught that we are bad if other people don't approve of what we're doing. So the first thing that we need to look at when we want to regain our confidence and our trust in ourselves is the social conditioning that we experience from the moment we're born. So the first thing that we need to look at when it comes to seeing what's been applied to your mind that has caused you to stop trusting yourself is the social conditioning that we experience pretty much from the moment that we're born. Now, our parents do this, and so do people like teachers. They are not doing it intentionally. They are not doing it understanding what it does to our psychology. It's just kind of unavoidable, and they don't know what else to do, so it happens naturally. So when you're a child, your mind is an absolute sponge. It soaks up everything, and it forms the way that your brain wires itself. So it is literally creating the psychology that you now have as an adult. So think back to when you're a child and you're in school. Anytime you do something that a teacher does not like or agree with, you have not necessarily done something bad or wrong, but the teacher does not like it and does not agree with it, you are punished for it. You can be like, imagine so many children in school just want to play and that is a healthy thing. That is their creative ability trying to bring itself into the world, our natural ability to create, and so these children are trying to use their imagination and play instead of being forced into learning a load of shite that means nothing to them and won't mean anything into their future, like algebra. And they're trying to use their natural God-given abilities, and they are punished for it. They are punished if they do not conform. Now, what do you think this tells your psychology, and therefore controls the way your brain is wired in the future? It tells your psychology, it tells that spongy little mind that you are wrong for trusting yourself, that you are wrong for trusting what you feel called to do, and therefore it causes us to abandon our self-trust and therefore our confidence, and it causes us to put trust in other people, and therefore grow up into people who have a brain that is wired to trust other people and what other people want and think instead of themselves. Now, something that I've noticed happens to almost all of us, including myself, when we finally start to regain our confidence and we start to see what we've been doing all these years, caring what people think and moulding ourselves to other people and trusting other people rather than ourselves, what naturally tends to happen is we start to get pretty pissed off. Now, when this happened for me, and I finally started to regain my confidence, I started to trust myself again, I got really, really angry. I got angry at the thought that I'd been abandoning myself for other people. Now, this is an incredibly good thing. What this means is that you are finally starting to value yourself enough that the thought of abandoning yourself for other people makes you angry. It's a very good thing. If you are not angry, if that fire within you is not screaming when you think of abandoning yourself for other people, it means you probably don't value yourself. It means you don't have respect for yourself, so you're willing and happy to abandon yourself for others. Now, this is not anger towards other people, this is passion for yourself. You are finally seeing your worth. So if you can get yourself into a place where you're looking at all the years you've spent caring what other people think and abandoning yourself for other people, just to meet their expectations, just to make them feel safe in their conditioning, if that makes you feel passionate, you are on the right path. So if you're one of those people who is still caring what people think so much and you're still moulding yourself to other people's expectations and thoughts, try to get yourself into a place where you're seeing the injustice of that. Try to get yourself into a place where that fire within you is lighting up and you're starting to feel passionate at that thought. And I don't use the word anger in a negative sense. I use it in a really positive sense because it really is the beginning of you valuing yourself. It's an absolutely amazing thing. That fire within me was lit when I saw that I'd been abandoning myself for so many years for other people, and it felt like anger at first, and then I realised this is really passion for myself. I'm now valuing myself and respecting myself enough to see the injustice of what I've been doing. When it comes to regaining your confidence, your self-trust, it's actually very simple. There's not a thing that you can do to just click your fingers and make your self-trust come back. It is really more about having the awareness of the fact that your natural state is confidence, your natural state is self-trust, and you have simply been taught to not trust yourself and trust others instead. It is the awareness of that is the thing that will lead to you regaining your self-trust, your confidence. It is the thing that will lead to you seeing the injustice of you abandoning yourself for other people, all because of your social conditioning. And when you start to see that injustice, you then start to become passionate at that injustice, you start to feel anger towards that injustice to yourself, and this fire of passion for yourself is lit, and you then start to value yourself again because you see this injustice and you know deep down that you are worth more than that. And that leads to you finally respecting yourself, valuing yourself again, and therefore coming back into your natural state, which is confidence. You were born trusting yourself, and it was simply conditioned out of you, because the universe knows that the way to everything you need in your life relies on you trusting yourself. Because you embodying your true self means you have to first trust yourself to avoid trusting other people and therefore moulding yourself to what other people want and expect of you. So in order to be your true self, you have to be confident, you have to trust in yourself, follow that path within you. And then when you do that and you embody your true self, that puts you in alignment with everything that is meant for you. So everything relies on you stepping back into your trust. That is your natural state. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've liked it, please hit the like button. And in my next video, I will be talking about how to stop caring what people think, because as I've explained, this goes hand in hand with confidence. It goes hand in hand with embodying your true self and therefore manifesting everything that is meant for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.